morning everyone, this is Parveen. Today you are on the second session or the last session of class 8 civics chapter 4, that is the law making process or the making of law. Now in our first session we have seen that Parliament in India, Parliament is a supreme authority who can make law, who can make laws for our country, who can enact laws for our country, and who can also change the law in our country. So you can say that altogether Parliament is a supreme authority who can make, amend and change or enact the law in our country. Now when Parliament make laws, the law needs to be proposed in the Parliament, and this proposal is called as bill. Now the bill is of two types, that is the ordinary bill and money bill. Last session we have seen that ordinary bill is under normal jurisdiction, where the law needs to be made for the normal things or normal matters in our country like education, health, environment, pollution, property and all, and that law can be proposed in both the houses of the Parliament or either houses of the Parliament, and the bill or the proposal can be given by any private member or any ministers of the Parliament can introduce the bill. Then we have seen that there are three readings of the ordinary bill. First reading was an introductory stage, second reading was a discussion stage, and third reading final approval has been given to the bill, and then the bill has been sent to the President for his consent, his or her consent to make a bill as a law. So this is a procedure of making a law, ordinary law or ordinary bill. Now the second bill which was there in the Parliament or in India was money bill. Now money bill means the bill is related to income and expenditure. All the monetary matters or all the financial matters, when any law has been passed, if for financial matter or for monetary matters, those bills can be called as money bill, which is related with the income and expenditure of the country. How much income or how much revenue a government received from which sources, and that income should be spent in various ways. You can say that various funds have been given to various departments like different ministries. Like we have education ministry, we have health ministry, we have foreign ministry, we have industrial ministry, agricultural ministry. Like that, each department has each ministry has been given to a ministers for their development, for the development of that particular matter or that particular field. So funds have been given to them. Okay, about the taxation policy, about the law like trading laws and all. So all these laws are related with the financial matters of the country, which can be proposed, and that laws or that proposals are called as money bill or money proposal. Now over here, as we have seen that ordinary bill can be introduced in either house of the Parliament, but for money bill it can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha does not have a right to introduce money bill. Only the member of the Lok Sabha, no private member is also having a right to introduce money bill. Only members of the Lok Sabha, only ministers of the Lok Sabha can introduce money bill in Parliament. And in Lok Sabha, the same readings have been, or the same procedures have been there as an ordinary bill. There are three readings. First reading, the money bill has been introduced in Lok Sabha. Okay, second reading, Lok Sabha. In Lok Sabha, there is a discussion for the bill. The bill has been discussed or the bill has been debated, you can say. So some members are there who are in the favor of the bill, and some members are there who are opposing the bill, and they give their own explanation why they are in the favor of the bill and why they are opposing the bill. And after that, third stage, when final approval was there, votings has been done. If the majority of the members are ready to vote for the bill, ready to pass the bill, then the bill can be moved to the Rajya Sabha. Now Rajya Sabha does not have a right to discuss the bill, but they can see the bill. If any suggestions are there, they can give their suggestions, but it is mandatory for Rajya Sabha to return the bill with the consent to Lok Sabha within 14 days. Okay, when Lok Sabha moves the bills to Rajya Sabha has only 14 days, and it is mandatory for Rajya Sabha to return the bill with the consent within that 14 days which has been given by Lok Sabha. So over here you can say that the power to pass money bill is totally in the hands of the members of the Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha does not have any right. Okay, and after when Rajya Sabha returns the bill to Lok Sabha move that bill or send that bill to the President for the consent of the President, and President needs to give a signature on the bill so that the bill can be passed as law. So this is a procedure for money bill, you can say. Okay, same as an ordinary bill, but only the difference is there that money bill can only be introduced in Lok Sabha, and Rajya Sabha only get 14 days to pass the bill and return the bill to the Lok Sabha. Understand? So this is a procedure through which money bill can be passed or money bill can be made as a law. Now when we talk about the law in the parliament, parliament not only has a right to make a law, but parliament also has a right to amend the law made by the constitution. Parliament is having a right, or you can say Parliament is having a power to change the law in constitution or to change the constitutional law, to amend the constitutional law. Now, to amend the constitutional law, there is a special procedure which is required, special majority is required. If 2/3 of the majority in the parliament, if they are accepting the amendment, if they are in the favor of the change, then only the change will be taken place, then only there will be amendment of the constitutional law. If two-third of majority is not there, then the law cannot be amended, then the constitutional law cannot be amended. Understand? And when we talk about the law which is made under the parliament, it is equal for all. The law is equal for all. Everyone needs to accept the law equally. Everyone needs to follow the law equally, because as we are having right to equality, and we are, which says that there is an equality before law, that means everyone is equal under the eyes of law, whether they are irrespective of their caste, class, creed, religion, gender, everything. So over here you can say that whatever law has been made in parliament, either it is money bill, either it is ordinary bill, or either it is a law made for money matters, either it is a law made for ordinary matters, each and everyone or each citizen of India is having a responsibility to accept the law or to follow the law, because if they are not following the law, it is a punishable offense. So I hope you have understood whatever I have taught you in your first session, that is ordinary bill, and in your second session, that is about the money bill. And if you are having any doubt, I can clear your doubts on Zoom classes. Till then, thank you.